GEC is a world-class event to connect entrepreneurs from all parts of the world. They can share ideas, thoughts, and experiences to further enhance the world entrepreneurship ecosystem. This is the inaugural GEC event that the world is changing very fast. And all the world, if we want to stay competitive and relevant, we need to change. Not only change, but change our mindset. And together we need to change, not only Malaysia, but the world. We need to be more open.
Very, very strong emphasis will be given on innovation and creativity and entrepreneurship development. This is not something that can be done in short period of time. This is a journey, but this journey is worth being part of, and this will really transform Malaysia into becoming one of the top nations of the world in 30 years.
So my name is Ashran Ghazi. I'm the Chief Executive Officer for MAGIC, which stands for Malaysian Global Innovation and Creativity Centre.
My name is Dash, Dakshinamurthy, and I'm an entrepreneur. This is my 26th year of being an entrepreneur. Apart from that, I'm also the president of the Global Entrepreneurship Movement.
I'm Scott Stern. I'm the David Sarnoff Professor at MIT, and I'm an economist who has done work on innovation and entrepreneurship.
The word startup itself has been a trending word, not just within Malaysia, but also within the region and other parts of the globe also. In general, startups are generally associated with ventures that are going to disrupt a particular industry that is in existence at the moment. People that are going to transform how things are being done.
A startup is basically a process of learning, a process of finding the business model. So you cannot remain a startup forever. A startup must evolve to become a business.
Entrepreneurs will always say it's funding, but I think what we really need to strengthen, and when people talk about ecosystem, it should not be too much of government playing a role in that. But government is playing a role right now in order to cultivate that ecosystem. And to some extent, that's why MAGIC came into fruition, to bring various parties, be it even government agencies, NGOs, corporate sectors, entrepreneurs, to be in a mold where they could actually operate and they know where to move and they know where to get to connect to each other. And if you've got that coming to a level of maturity, then opportunities, access to people, access to funds, access to market will be relatively easy there.
Yeah, I think the biggest barrier in entrepreneurship is always the mindset. Whether can I do something? How do I take the plunge? Whether the person is a young person coming out of the university or the person has been working for many years and want to get into entrepreneurship, or the person who has retired and want to think about doing business. It's always the first barrier is the mindset. What do I need to know to take the plunge, you know?
Fundamental innovation takes real time, very often takes the mixture of people and skills that are pretty rare. And we have to be providing an environment, providing resources for young people to see a future of growth and see a future for a career and for their life that says they can make those tough investments.
But when we talk to entrepreneurs and when we talk about innovation, right, it's actually trying to ensure that there is a business commercial viability to the business venture. That's more important because you can have really awesome tech, right? But if you can't bring it into the market, you can't bring it to commercialization, you can't monetize that, then that awesome tech will just die and fade away.
I mean, innovation should start in schools, you know. It should start when children say, okay, I want to solve a particular problem. I always give this analogy of putting someone on a surfboard. You know what a surfboard is? When you ride the wave, as opposed to someone you put on a cruise ship. You know, when someone has an idea, we put them on a cruise ship, you feed them ideas, so when they hit the iceberg, it's just going to sink. But when you put someone on a surfboard, they can keep learning and they keep falling and they keep climbing up.
Innovation is more than simply the ability to invent things or do new technical things. It's to solve a real and practical problem and use that.
So entrepreneurship, just keep on being hungry to look for things. How do I learn? How do I move, to do things here? Test it. Don't start a company first straight away. Start projects, do little projects, and see whether these projects are successful. That's very important. Not to say, oh, I want to straight away start a company to feed 2,000 people. No. Say, okay, I want to solve this problem. I'll do this little project. What does this project need? It needs a little bit of money, it needs a little bit of team, it needs this. So learn how to do that. And then whether you fail or not, it's not a big loss. And then you say, oh, okay, I've learned this thing. Write it down. What are the things that you've learned? And then move on to do another project. As you learn more and more projects, you get the idea of venture creation. And that's how you become a successful entrepreneur.
So, don't think too much. Look out for problems out there. And just get things going with whatever means that you have. Don't say that, oh, I've got no money, I cannot do. You will have some money around you, right? What can you do to maximize that?